I went on a hike earlier today and I scraped my knee, so that hurts. Hey everyone, today we're going to be making the Amazing Spider-Man 2 face shell and lens kit thing. I don't know. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 face shell. So this file specifically was created by Heroes Anthem. He had it up on his Thingiverse, but after a little bit he took it down. I'm not sure if it'll ever come back or if he's just taking it down for a little bit, but there are a couple other face shells that work similarly to this or are just as good. I'll leave them linked down in the description. And I believe he also has some people doing raw kits of this face shell with resin printed lenses and stuff. I'll leave those people's Instagrams in the description again. I believe you just DM them, they'll be able to sell you a kit of this face shell. So you can go that route, or you can go the route of printing it yourself, which is honestly better because you'll save some money. God, I'm tired. I should not be recording this video right now. I'm dead tired. Before we get started though, I would like to say you should probably own a resin printer if you're going to be printing out the lenses and tinier details on this face shell. I noticed that when I tried printing stuff on my regular FDM printer, it didn't work as well as, you know, it would have with a resin printer. So if you own a resin printer or know somebody who has a resin printer, go ahead and just use it for these, like for the lenses and stuff. Other than that, you know, you can do most stuff with an FDM regular 3D printer. But I did have to adjust for the dome lenses, the mesh here. I had to adjust for that, and instead of just trying to print out the domes that come with the files, I decided to make those domes into bucks so I can sort of vacuum form or just heat form the mesh to it. And don't worry, I'll show you guys how exactly I did that. But before we get into how I put this together, let's go ahead and run down some materials you will need to get this. Super glue, Bondo filler, sandpaper, 10x5x2 magnets, PC fan mesh, Apoxie Sculpt, a heat gun, some paint, and some spandex or some spandex mesh. So the first step is that we have to print everything. This is how I oriented my face shell after scaling it to 101%. Here are my print settings I used for all the prints. You can use whatever settings you want, but this is what I just did. I left everything else pretty much the same and printed it all at 101%. When you're done, you should have an upper face shell, a jaw piece, lens frames, mid frames, and the domed lenses. To start off the assembling, we need to put together the lenses. Now, if you resin printed everything, you should have a pretty easy time. All you really need to do is maybe some light sanding, some light filler primer and stuff, and then paint it, glue it together, and you're pretty much done. Now, if you don't have a resin printer, then we're gonna have to make a buck for the domed pieces. I printed the domed lenses out like this, and then it ended up, well, like this. A lot of holes and just a lot of work needed to be done. For the big holes, I used the Apoxie Sculpt to fill it in. And then after that dried, I tried to smooth everything out using Bondo filler putty and some sandpaper. And once that was done, it was time to take out the heat gun and a piece of mesh, heat up the mesh till it was malleable, and I pressed and stretched the mesh against the buck, creating the dome lens. Once that is done, you just gotta paint it, glue it together, and you know, you have a finished lens. I also put a clear gloss all over everything just so it was nice and shiny, even though I've been handling it a lot, so it kind of looks a little clouded, but when it was first done, it was pretty shiny. Next, we need to glue in all the magnets we're gonna use. Since I couldn't find 10x5x2 magnets on Amazon, I just used 10x5x1 and just stacked them together. After every magnet is glued down and we can fit everything nicely together, it's time to assemble the moving jaw. Now, I know I showed you guys how to do this in my last face shell video with the No Way Home face shell, but here it is again. To get the right size of the spandex slash mesh, I used tape to get the length I would need for my face shell and use these tape pieces as a template to transfer onto spandex and glue onto the face shell. I should probably mention that I taped the inside of the face shell to keep the jaw and the shell together. I marked where the glue is going to go on the sides and the bridge of the nose and glued along those lines and the rim of the lens holes. Once the glue dried, I started from the side, slowly working my way and gluing down the fabric to the inside of the face shell. And once that is done, you should have a completed face shell. Except we have one more step to do. Remember the mid-frames I mentioned before? Yeah, well, we're going to be gluing them down to a mask. Now I know what you're thinking, whoa, where the fuck is this mask we're talking about? Well, don't worry, I have a full video coming out soon on, actually no, that's a lie. I have 2 videos on how I made this mask from drawing on the bricks to puff painting it and sewing it. So those videos will be coming out soon. The sewing one, probably not for a while because I'm just going to do the whole suit sewing video. But the parts of how I made this mask will come out soon, so don't worry about that. Just wait for those videos. But yes, we are going to be gluing down the mid-frames inside of the mask of your choosing, and this is how I did it. Hey everyone, it's Editing Johnny here. As you can see, currently editing this video, and I just thought I should clarify what exactly I was saying in that last clip, because sometimes I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying as I'm recording shit. So I will be showing you guys how I made The Amazing Spider-Man 2 mask, along with just everything else making The Amazing Spider-Man 2 cosplay. So how I transferred the pattern onto fabric will be in the next video, and then how I sewed the mask will be in another video. So basically I'm just breaking it up into a bunch of different parts, but I will be showing you guys how I made that mask. But yeah, that was just a really weird way of saying it. So back to the video. I put my face shell with mid-frames in and the mask on a mannequin head and pinned down certain points so the mask wouldn't move when I was gluing down fabric. I cut a hole in the mask, which was very, very scary to do, and then I started just slowly gluing down the fabric. And I even cut little holes for the magnets and glued around them so that there'd be better attraction from the lens frames to the mid-frames. There we go, the face shell and lenses for the Amazing Spider-Man 2 costume are done. To put it on, you first start with the face shell, then slide on the mask and wait for the mid-frames to click in, and finally the lenses. I know I already put on the face shell in that one clip. I'm going to do it again because I think this is just so cool. It's like perfect to my head. Add a little. It just goes perfectly in. Aha. In. There we go, here we go. Yeah. Look at that. I think this looks amazing. Oh god, okay. Time to take it off. Whew. This is an absolutely tight fit. If you have my head size, which is around 22.5 and 23 inches, recommend just maybe going 103%, maybe not 101. 101 is fit snug on my head, like snug, so you might want to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. But yeah guys, that is how I made The Amazing Spider-Man 2 face shell and lenses and the mask. Again, huge shout out to Heroes Anthem for, well, putting this face shell and lens set on his Thingiverse for free while he did. I mean, this thing is amazing. It comes, and the mid-frames too, it was just unbelievable that he put it on there for free. Hey everyone, it's Editing Johnny again. I somehow fucked up on this video again. As you can see here, I'm gonna try to play this clip. Screen is just black. The audio is good, but the screen is black, so you're just gonna have to deal with the ending of this video being me talking like this. You can see the mask back up there. What was I saying in the original ending? I think the way I wanted to end this video was just shouting out Heroes Anthem again for this amazing Faceshell files and all the materials I used for this tutorial will be in the description. I'll put all the links there, and I'll also be leaving alternate Faceshells you can try out. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'm not sure when the Amazing Spider-Man 2 cosplay tutorials videos will be released. I don't know when those videos will be released. Hopefully by the end of March. I've got spring break in March, so I'll be working on stuff, both cosplay related and non-cosplay related, but stay tuned for next week because I will be doing a video of me rewatching and reviewing all the live action Batman movies, so stay tuned for that. If you guys have any questions, make sure to comment them down below. I will try to get to them, and hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.